So first, what is a Sotram? Sotram means thread. Oh, Sotram means thread. That means when you want to get a complete sense or complete discourse or Mahavakyam, a larger Vakyam, which will be useful in analyzing a Shabda, there will be many Vakyas, Avantra Vakyas or sub-sentences. If you want to express a shorter meaning, you will employ a Vakyam sentence. Suppose you want to describe something, you just written from you had some experience, you want to tell it related to some friend, then you will employ more sentences than one. Isn't it? An account. So you want to write an essay, you want to write a book, Ramayanam. There are so many sentences. In a single sentence you cannot express because the meaning is large. So if the meaning is short, you will employ a vacuum or sentence, and if the meaning is large, you will employ not one, but more than one. It may be two, it may be three, it may be 100 or so, depending upon the subject. So here also, Panini, we are going to see that 6 kinds of sutras are there, and Vidhi Sutram, or which says you do this. In the world, there are only two kinds of sentences. One is Vidhi, the other is Nishedha. One is Vidhi injunction, you should do this. The other is censure, that is Nishedha, no, do not do this. Bring any sentence in the world, in any literature, you can put under either this heading or that heading. Accepted? Now, here this Sotram is nothing but an elliptical sentence. Elliptical means incomplete. In the world, when you speak other languages also, you can take, there also the same thing happens. Where are you coming from, Sharma? Hostel. No, hostel is a word or a sentence or an elliptical sentence. It is not a word. Why? Because the other person got the complete unitary sense of the sentence, I am coming from hostel. Although you said only hostel, there are ellipses. The words that are not used, what are they? I am coming from. Since there is shared knowledge, you did not use all the words of the sentence, but simply said hostel. So hostel is in an incomplete sentence or an elliptical sentence. The same is called Sotram when you come to Vyakaran or Nyaya or Mimamsa, wherever it is. Is it clear? So Panini has encoded, a lot of meaning is there. He simply put it in the shortest possible form. The last Sotram of Panini is A. In between, mostly this definition we are going to offer from Parashara Upapuranam, it fits Panini Sutras only, mostly. Because in Mimamsa, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Vedanta, etc., the sutras are lengthy. No, they are not as short as the sutras of Panini. Okay. Now, what is the definition of Sotram? Definition of Sotram is offered in Parashara Upapuranam. Okay. So, what Parashara Upapuranam says is Alpaksharam asandigdham Saravad Vishwato Mukham Asto Bhamana Vadyancha Sotram Sotravido Viduhu. What the Sotram is defined? Sotravidaha, those who know about Sotras, said that a Vakyam we have to make it Adhyahara. Adhyahara means sometimes the ellipsis is called in Sanskritam Adhyahara. Adhyahara means to supply a word that is not used but very much required for interpretation. Adhyahara means Oha, Tarka. Okay? To think that that word is also there, although it is not there in the given quotation. It may be a shlaka, it may be a sentence. Anyway, so now where are you Arthapatti? The Pino Devadattaha Divana Bhunte. During daytime, he doesn't eat. That means at night time, he is taking 2 plates, both the daytime one and the night time. That's why he is Penaha. How do you know that is happening? Because he says Penaha. Penaha means Opyayi Vardho is the verbal root. Very strong. Is it? So in Arthapatti, there you are just thinking, you are getting the sense that is not already expressed or indirectly expressed. That is Arthapatti. Here in the Sutram, what happens? Some words are not there due to metrical reasons, etc., etc. To those things we supply the words, and like this, supplying words that are not there in a text, it may be a verse, it may be a text sentence, that is called supply of words not employed, not used already, or is called, okay, process adhyahara. Understand? So now in the Sotram, Alpaksharam Sandegdham Saravad Vishwatomukam Astobhamanavadjancha Sotram Sotra Vidogidu. Here the Visheshyam is there. You know what a Visheshyam is? Visheshyam is signified. Visheshyam is Neelamutpalam, black lotus. Lotus is Visheshyam. Black is Visheshanam. So Visheshanam and Visheshyam will be there. So first all the Visheshanas are there. One by one we will discuss. What are they? Alpaksharam. See, the economy of letters. In a Sutram, it is counted like this. Economy of letters you have to take into consideration. So, in Vyakaranam it is said, Ekamatra Laghavam Putrotsavam Manyante Vayyakaranaha. If you can save a single letter, the Vayyakaranaas say, oh, I am blessed with a child. That's what they say. So Panini wants to just condense the Sotram, okay, to the minimum, taking the economy of letters, not words. Careful. So Alpaksharam, Asandigdham. Sandigdha means it is confusing, doubtful. No, there should not be any doubt. Patanjali says, since simply you have got some doubt, you cannot say that this Sotram is not Sotram. Vyakhyanato Vishesha Pratipattihi Nahi Sandehad Alakshanam. There is one Paribhasha. Paribhasha means Paritaha, around, in all directions. Bhasha, it is the norm. It applies everywhere. So, if you have some doubt, you have to resort to the commentary. Vyakhyanato Vishesha Pratipattihi. Pratipatti means Jnanam. Okay. Additional knowledge you will get through commentary. Nahi Sandehada Lakshanam. Since you have got some Sandeha, you cannot say a Lakshanam is not an Lakshanam. Careful. Panini, how Panini was pronouncing the Sutras, Patanjali explains, that we will come at a later day. Okay. So Alpakshanam, Asandigdham, Saravat. It should be strong enough. It should resist any kind of criticism at any level, at any rate, any cost. Saravat means strong enough. Alpaksharam, Asandigdham, Saravat, Vishwatomukham. See, Panini, for example, Deva Alayaha, Devalayaha, Rama Alayaha, Ramalayaha, Gauri Iti, Gauri Iti. So many examples for Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Isn't it? But here, Panini offered only a single Sotram. Akasavanne Dirgha. 3 words. Akasavanne Dirgha. A, E, Urul. Okay. A, E, Urul. These letters is followed by the same. A followed by A, E followed by E, etc. That Dirgha will be there. Here, A means not short A, but Jati. Jati and Vyakti I shall explain. So, A means A, E means E, U means U, like that. So, when it is followed, then there will be Dirgha. Gauri iti, Gauri iti. Shambhu Udaya Shambhu Bhanu Udayaha, Bhanu Udayaha. Rama Alayha, Rama Alayha, like that. That means, under this Sotram, which has got 3 words, Akaha, Savarne, Dirghaha, Panini could analyze thousands or lakhs of examples where you will come across this is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. This is what is called Vishwatomukham. That means that particular Sotram should serve not a single example, but thousands of examples. That is one of the characteristics or one of the, Visheshanas of Sotram. So, Alpaksharam, Asandigdham, Saravatu, Vishwadomukham, Astobham. There we said for letters. That means if you take each word, there should be less and less letters. But Astobham, Nativyaptam, it should not be too lengthy. There it is Alpaksharam is applicable to words. Astobham is applicable to Vakyam. The Sotram should not be too lengthy. Astobham Anavajyancha. Anavajyam means impeccable. Dosha Rahita. There should not be any dosha. Dosha will be there if you take some lakshanas, there will be dosha. Whichever has got arms is a cow. A cow is the one which has got arms. Is it okay? If you say the one which has got arms is this thing, then there will be a she buffalo. A buffalo has also got arms, no? So that also will become a cow. You should, this lakshanam, whichever you offer, the definition should not have the defect called ativyapti or over applicability. This can be the animal with arms is called a cow, is going to apply even to buffaloes and even a deer which has got arms. So that kind of lakshanam is defective. And suppose you say, take another example where the lakshanam does not apply in the actual example. The animal without arms is a cow. The one without arms, animal which is without arms is a cow. But then the donkey will come. A horse also will become a cow. So this lakshanam is full of defective in the sense it has got the dosha called avyapti. That means it is not fitting into the actual example, the real cow. So earlier ativyapti, now it is avyapti. Understand? So such kind of doshas should not be there in a sotram. See how difficult it is even to understand what a sotram is. So for Panini, it is just nothing. Huh? So Alpaksharam, Asandigdham, Saravatu, Vishwadomukham, Astobham, Anavajyancha, Vakyam. We have Adhyahara of Vakyam. Such and such a sentence, Sotram, this is called, so it is said to be a Sotram, Sotra Vidaha Viduhu. By those who know about Sotras. There are some scholars. They have to just define as to what a Sotram is. Okay? So, Alpa Aksharama Sandigdham Saravad Vishwato Mukham Astobhamanavajyancha Sotram Sotravido Viduhu. So today whatever you have learned the background of Vyakarnam, the instrument that is useful that discusses use and abuse of language, because here language is associated with dharma, philosophy, unlike other languages across the globe. Then what is Vyakarnam? It is a Vedangam. Then who is Panini? He is the Sotrakara. There is Vartikara Katyayana, and there is Bhashyakara Patanjali. You know what is a Sotram? Tomorrow you will know what a Vartikam and what a Bhashyam is. And these three munis are very important. This Vyakarnam is called Trimuni Vyakarnam. Anything said which goes against the Trimunis, whatever they said in Sotram, Vartikam, Bhashyam, that is not acceptable. So this is called Trimuni Vyakarnam. Shall we call it today? Om Namaः Paninigatyayana Patanjalim Shabda Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vanshibhyo Paramashibhyo Mahadbhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo